Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out XCN's price chart. And unfortunately, what we talked about in the previous videos basically played out. Why? If you remember, the last time that we talked about ONYX coin, we were right around these areas, and the idea was that, sure, off of the lowest low, we are able to find a 5-wave up, something like this. However, we shouldn't be overwhelmingly optimistic because there is a chance that this 5-wave mainly, this is the key word, mainly was caused as a result of a short squeeze as opposed to money actually buying XCN. And well, that means unfortunately this move up is not sustainable, and we are going to get a move down in order to take the lows. And at that point, we can consider having maybe starting from this point like an A, B, and a 5-wave on the upside into our C leg, meaning this is going to be overall a running flat, indicating what? Unfortunately, the downtrend that we are having in XCN in the short term, starting from, let's actually go on H4 time frame, this high about, let's say 2.8 cents, is just simply not over yet. And what do you know? Unfortunately, that scenario got confirmed, and recently in this specific phase down, we definitely took the lows. Now, here's a very important point. After taking the lows, once more we got a bounce back, and the question is this going to be an optimistic sign? You see, it's very important to know that in the interest of being objective, at any given moment, any analyst should be able to come up with a bullish and also a bearish count at the same time. And in every single video that I'm going to put out, I am going to talk about different possibilities. Okay, this is not because I want to, for example, I don't know, let's say hedge my calls. No. When I'm wrong, I'm going to tell you I'm absolutely wrong. When I'm right, I'm right. It's not going to be necessarily a big deal. I'm just here to get it right 6 out of 10 times. I'm not really claiming anything. It's very important to know that. And that's why I want to talk about, at first, a bullish count. You see, if you want to say that we have hit our final low in XCN, then okay, you need to be able to find, for example, off of this area, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave. This specific example is called an impulsive movement. Rules for it, we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5-wave, or wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. And in terms of the subwaves, you know what's happening. 5-wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5, and for wave 2 and 4, we can have different counts. Let's say, sure, maybe a WX buy into wave 4 and then ABC into wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is going on in this specific phase from the lowest low. Question, are we able to find a complete 5-wave in here? I think the answer to that might be yes. Let's go on even some lower time frames. Okay, you see, you can argue that this initial phase up is going to be a 5-wave into a wave 1, followed by a correction for wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave, either to about this point, or maybe here, not important, into wave 3, correction for 4, and yet another decent move up into wave 5. So the fact that we are able to find once more off of the recent lowest low a 5-wave is definitely an optimistic sign. But I am going to ask the same question that we talked about back down these areas. Did this move up happen as a result of a short squeeze or money actually buying XCN? There is like a major difference, because if this was caused as a result of a short squeeze, then okay, it means from here we're just going to get a continuation of the move down in order to continue this downtrend and possibly even reach to about the lower band of this beautiful channel, which is going to be, let's say, somewhere around the 1 cent area. On the other hand, if in the recent phase money actually bought XCN, okay, that's a bit of a different story. We need to at that point consider the possibility of having a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and then big move on the upside into wave 3, 4, 5. And if I see something like this, then okay, at that point I'm going to be bullish with a lot more confidence in ONYX coin, and not necessarily call this whole move a correction structure. So that is going to be the main question that we are going to at least try to answer it in today's update. Let's go on maybe 5-minute time frame, excuse me, zoom in a bit more. So here's the situation. If this is truly a bullish structure, then okay, makes sense to argue we are having probably starting from here to about this point 5 down into A, followed by I'm going to say probably an ABC flat to about this point into wave B and another 5 wave on the downside into RC leg. And this can be 5 down into 1 correction for wave 2, not to about this point, but probably to about here. Maybe we are having in this area like an ABC flat, and right now we might be on our way to have another move down into wave 3 and then correction for 4, another move down into wave 5. Now, in case this bullish count is happening, then okay, right around these areas, generally before taking the lows down here in XCN, I want to see a move up in order to take this important high about, let's say, 1.3 cents. And why is that so important? Because if you want to argue that we have hit our final top around this area, then okay, show me off of the highest side a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order for me to sort of kind of flip bearish. And the moment that we get a move up in ONYX coin in order to take this high, at that point, finding a complete 5 wave in this space is going to be so challenging to a degree that is really not going to be my primary case. And then you are going to see me talking about having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave with just a bit more confidence. So this is going to be the first initial bullish sign that we want to see, and we have to see it in XCN. It's very, very important to understand. On the other hand, if we are not bullish, and this once more unfortunately was caused as a result of short squeeze, then okay, instead of having an ABC, odds are we are having a wave 1 correction for wave 2, and this is going to be a very strong move down, meaning in the short term our move down is actually going to accelerate quite a bit into wave 3 and 4 and 5 in order to, you know what, reach to about the lower band of this region around at least 1 cent area. But I do not believe that we are going to actually stop there. Why? You see, in terms of classic technical analysis, meaning supports and resistances, right around the current area, I am really not able to find a whole lot of strong supports until all the way down here between 0.8 to about 0.95 of a cent. And why is this level so important? Because not only this is a very strong support, but also this is actually a very clear gap that was created as a result of this strong bounce being way too fast. And I believe gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled. And that, my friends, is exactly why I'm trying to tell you, look, in XCN, our move down may actually continue. And the moment that we take the recent lows, that's actually going to be a very important bearish confirmation, indicating, unfortunately, this count is happening. Now, you might ask, well, okay, do we have some more important signs suggesting which count is going to be in play in like very short term? The answer to that question is absolutely yes. And first things first, let's go on weekly charts and talk about what is going on in terms of indicators, and then we are going to go on some lower time frames. So in terms of MACD and stock RSI, unfortunately, we are still having sell signals in here. However, pay attention. In stock RSI, we are around the oversold region, meaning what? Our move down soon is going to come to an end. And again, this doesn't mean that from the current point, we are going to get like an immediate bounce back. That is simply not the case. This just suggests that bears are kind of sort of running out of gas. And soon, hopefully, bulls are going to take charge and send the price higher and higher. Let's go on daily time frame. Okay, so this is not necessarily optimistic because sure, you do have a buy signal in here. However, seems like that unfortunately moving averages in this area are starting to roll over, meaning soon probably we are going to get a sell signal and continue our move down. And what is going to be a very important confirmation of that? That brings me to what is happening in terms of indicators in H4 time frame. So pay attention. On the live chart, we are having a low, the other one is a lower low, the other one is also another lower low. However, in MACD, we are having a low, the other one is a higher low, followed by even another higher low. So essentially, between the price action and MACD, you are having a beautiful bullish divergence, and this is the line for it. Now, pay attention, this is the key. A bullish divergence by itself is a fantastic sign, suggesting we have hit our final low and we are going to get hopefully a move on the upside. However, the moment that we get a move down, and in that move we actually break the divergence line, that is going to mean two things. Number one, the divergence itself is invalidated, and number two, whenever we break a divergence line, that suggests bears are back, and as a result of that, you are going to see a rather sharp continuation of the move down. So if you want to be bullish in XCN, you do not want to see ONYX coin breaking this importance line in MACD. Okay, it's very, very important to understand that. On the other hand, if you want to be bearish, just wait, I'm gonna say probably 48 hours and see, are we going to finally break this line or not? Break it and our move down at that point is going to accelerate. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XCN. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.